Dr. Dobson has asked me to read you his December newsletter. I consider this a great honor and a pleasure and privilege. Greetings to you at this wonderful time of year. To help us celebrate the Yuletide season, I want to tell you a Christmas story as I lived it in 1958. Something happened that turned my plans upside down. I received a letter from a colonel at the local draft board. So I took an all-night Greyhound bus on August 9th, and the next morning presented myself for induction into the Army for basic training. We marched and we fired rifles and pulled 12-hour KP duty and learned to fight. That brought us to the middle of December when we were given a 14-day pass. I wanted to be with my parents, but I had no money, and I certainly couldn't afford to fly. I hung around an airport, and finally, a lieutenant showed up and announced that he was flying to Oklahoma City, which is exactly where I wanted to go. I asked him if I could fly with him, and he said, "Yeah, there's a plane on the runway. Just get on it." I climbed on this plane, and it was primitive. Before long, the captain got on board and fired up the engines, and we taxied down the runway and took off. We flew for a couple of hours and encountered an incredible blizzard that blew us all over the sky. And then something terrifying happened. The captain spoke to us on the intercom and said, "I have to tell you guys, we have a mechanical problem with one of the engines." And then he said, "There's a stack of parachutes in the back. Get one and put it on. When I ring this bell 3 times, you'll have several seconds to get out of this plane." So the cargo door was opened, and the blizzard seemed to blow through the fuselage. There was only one guy among the 8 of us who had jumped before, and he told us how to buckle ourselves into the chutes. By then, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were flying through snow, sleet, rain, and wind. We had no idea what lay below us. I don't mind telling you, I was scared, and I was doing some serious praying. Thankfully, the pilot was able to land at a military airfield somewhere in Oklahoma. Then I encountered a new set of problems. I didn't even know which direction Oklahoma City was. The men I was flying with got off the plane and then basically disappeared. I never saw them or the lieutenant again.